to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
Let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There are plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Hines. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Lance. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Check down to Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Lance looking to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Falcons! Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes' throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Raymond now on the return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They run again with Breida. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a play fake. Lance. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 1st down, Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty, and the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
Now Lance throwing on second down. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance's throw here taken in by Ingram. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They run with Breida. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On play action, Lance. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second down and goal. Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now this likely a must-have, third and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Falcons, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
you